Hello everyone, my name is Kaushik Burman. This is the presentation of my final semester major project titled Brain Tumor Detection and Classification using MRI Scanned Images. The primary objective of this project is to build a machine learning model that is capable of classifying brain tumor into appropriate classes using MRI scanned images of the brain. Here is a high-level project overview. The user uploads the image. The image is then pre-processed into appropriate parameters which is suitable for our model. The prediction function of our Python script takes the image, runs with the trained model, and gives the output. As you can see here, we have the predicted class and probability score. Now, I would like to show you what tech stack I used to build this web application. The file structure is divided into 3 folders. We have the front end and 2 backend servers. I used Next.js React Framework, TypeScript, and Tailwind CSS to build the front end. Here's the list of dependencies I have used. In my client side, this is the home page. The design is heavily inspired from Josh Wright Coding. He's a YouTuber from Germany. Here we have this form and basic project overview. The form takes 2 text input fields and image file upload. To handle file upload, first I tried with upload thing, but they don't provide the programmatic access to download the uploaded image. So I had to resort to Amazon's AWS S3 bucket. Now, when the form is submitted, the client makes an API post request to the Node.js backend using this URL. The Node.js backend takes the submitted data and stores it in MongoDB. MongoDB is my primary database that I'm using in my project. The patient name and model architecture is saved in MongoDB. The image file is, however, stored in S3 bucket. I'm using multi library to handle file inputs. Here's the code to handle AWS service. You download and import the necessary dependencies and set the appropriate parameters. The image is uploaded in S3 bucket. Now, what will happen if 2 users upload the image having the same name? To handle duplication and the subsequent image file being overwritten, I have used crypto library and random function with 16 bytes argument to get a unique name for the image file. After the image is uploaded in S3 bucket, this function makes a request to AWS to generate a unique URL for the image. This image URL is then gets saved in MongoDB. So all in all till now, we have the patient name, model architecture, and image URL, all the necessary requirements for our Flask app server. Now before that, after data is saved in MongoDB, the client has to trigger the Flask app to run. This is done by making a simple API GET request to the Flask app. When the form gets submitted, the web page is redirected to this hero page. In this page, when the page is mounted for the first time, it makes a GET request to the Flask app using this URL. This triggers the app.py file to run. Now here in this app.py file, we have the following functionality. We have this MongoDB URL that is connected to the Flask app. The /route is handled by this function. Every time there is a GET request, this function gets executed. First, it retrieves the model architecture type and image URL from MongoDB. Then the image is downloaded using this library function. The image is saved in this folder. Then based on the model architecture type, it runs the following functions. If the user selects Vision Transformers, the control reaches this line. And here in Vision Transformer function, this is the prediction function. It takes the following arguments. The image part is specified here. After execution, the Vision Transformer returns 2 values. One is predicted class and other is probability score. Then in app.py, these 2 values are stored in these 2 variables. After the control reaches to this line, it then makes a update request to the MongoDB URL along with the 2 new key value pairs. All the values are stored in MongoDB. In the client side, this use fetch data custom hook makes the GET request and the value is returned in patient data. The patient data is then used to display the data received from making the API call. The data is then displayed in tabular format. So that's the entire mechanism of how everything is working. Thank you.